Okay, here's the tail of the tape for our grand final ESL Cup number 66. It will be Hitman against ThundeR America versus Korea. Orc against Human. Our starting map will be Amazonia, classically an Orc favored map, but we'll see what happens going in to game one. This would be Hitman's third ESL Cup victory. This is ThundeR's first grand final, at least in the Americas ESL Cup, and we'll see. Here is map one between these two. We do have Hitman spawning in the top right of Amazonia, and in the bottom left it is ThundeR. And ThundeR going, oh my god, ThundeR going for a barracks first. Okay, what's up, Rick? What are you thinking?
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny you say that this is ThundeR's first grand final. We could have seen that last week, but he did forfeit against his brother. He didn't want to play Michael in the semis, and you know, there's a little bit of controversy behind that. But we could have maybe seen Hitman ThundeR last week if ThundeR didn't do that. So could have been 2 times in a row that we get the same final.
This is actually very smart from ThundeR. I'm realizing what he's doing now. This is probably going to be a Firelord Tower Rush, but he's doing this because he thinks Hitman is going to go for Farseer Grunts, not Farseer Headhunters, because of course Hitman normally wants to creep his lab with Lightning Shield. In order to do that, you have to open Grunts. And you can't, of course, Tower Rush against Farseer Headhunters. But Hitman is just blind countering Farseer Headhunters. He normally goes Grunts and goes for the Lightning Shield on this map. So this build is designed to counter Grunts, but Hitman is calling out the strategy of ThundeR, who's going to be very much on the back foot with this Tower Rush.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, how fast can this push hit, though? I mean, how many Headhunters will Hitman have?
They'll be close to 3. There will be 2 out. And the third will be popping out in time, which is more than enough, I would say, to hold. I don't think a Tower Rush is going to work against this style. I mean, I've been surprised before, but I do not think it's going to work for ThundeR. I think this is just a strategic build order loss for ThundeR. If this was Grunts, I would say maybe there's a good chance, especially if Hitman was creeping. But with the aggressive Farseer, with the Headhunters, with the double Burrow War Mill already in place, Ricky... Yeah, here come the Militia. I just don't see it working.
Oh, Hitman's going to scout this so early, too. He's going to go right in the middle. I think he sees everything so early as well. Oh. And that's without taking damage. Oh, wait. Hold
Hitman sees the Footman. He thinks it's the Scout Footman. Oh, this is going to have to be a Town Portal back. Tinker! Oh,
Tinker?
This is a first for me. Have you ever seen a Tinker Tower Rush? Okay, Hitman knows. The Headhunters are in position, scouting the Militia. Okay, Tinker maybe this is something new. I thought it would be Firelord, but Tinker is maybe good enough. Is this the right strategy against Farseer Headhunters? We're going to find out, Ricky.
Peon's quickly going to the Burrow, but honestly, he needs the wood right now. Nothing in range. And actually, the Burrows aren't in range of any of these towers, especially if he makes a beeline straight to the top. Watchtower going down for Hitman. Does he have time to do this? The Pocket Factory is going to be so effective. Goblin's already putting in a little bit of damage. 1 Arcane. Only going to be Arcanes here. Lumbermill not finished just yet. Going to see some Guard Towers much later, but I don't know how many you can really get up. There's the 3 Headhunters by the time this hits. You're absolutely right with the timing. This Watchtower might also hit as well, and that's going to slow down this this Tower Rush, but Hitman also late shop Carson. So there's a lot of factors at play. He can't really take a lot of damage because there's no way to heal.
Yeah, shop at the back is going to be crucial, but it's going to take a while, of course, yes, before he can get those Headhunters healed up, so maybe a potential for some damage to be done, and ThundeR's not doing a bad job. His Pocket Factory cannot be killed because Hitman doesn't have the forces. These 2 towers are going, at least one of them's going to get up. Hitman's going to have a Watchtower up, though, Ricky. Of course, Watchtowers do outrange the Guard Towers. They have the same range as the Arcanes, though, of course. 1 Headhunter potentially going to fall, 3 about to fall even. There goes 1, but down to the tower. And 2, but traded with a Footman. So far, not too bad for ThundeR, but I do think Hitman's doing a decent job holding on, Ricky.
Yeah, 1 Guard Tower will definitely finish as well. So at the end of all this, ThundeR did lose a lot of footies, but he will get 2 towers up. And this Watchtower will be so effective here. Hitman kind of bought himself a lot of time with this early Watchtower as well. More Militia coming in. And that's going to mean more towers. And there's really nothing he could do because the Burrow and the Watchtower aren't in range of these towers, especially if he builds them, like I said, in a northern line. Then Hitman has to only commit with units. Shop finally up in the back. Hitman can start to heal which means the kiting will be more effective. Farseer in range as well. Beautiful Sim City from Hitman. I gotta say, he could grab the shop without necessarily diving too much. That's a cute little spot there for a shop.
Yeah, that's normally where his Spirit Lodge would go, of course. So it fits perfectly in there, and that's just how the base build works out for him. He's healing everything up. And note, you can also repair the the Goblin factory, but the tower's a speed scroll in. That's level 2 Chain Lightning. He doesn't have the mana, though, because of beautiful focus fire from ThundeR, who's trying to get a 3rd tower up, but he's only getting 2 right now, and Hitman seems to be pushing forward, Rick.
Yeah, no defend. I mean, these footies are basically just very vulnerable. He needs to rely on more towers. Shop coming up, but I don't think the shop's really going to help him too much. The headhunter count is starting to get high. A 6th one on the way. Hitman's done a good job. Look at that Farseer too. Like, he's taking no damage. And honestly, the fact that he can summon wolves in front of an arcane the whole time, this is greatly held by Hitman so far. Another peasant might go down. The range on the headhunters is pretty good, but look what happens to these footies. As soon as they dive in, they start to get kited, and that's what Hitman needs to do. He needs to kite all day, starting to pick off these peasants, which are so valuable. Still no losses for Hitman, but a little bit of losses for ThundeR.
ThundeR's clearing up. He's going to have defend ready soon, and both players are on tier 1, so it's not as though ThundeR's in an unwinnable position. It's not like this Farseer is all of a sudden going to get level 5, and the Tinker scales pretty well with levels himself, so ThundeR not out of it quite yet. Once this defend kicks in, and there it is. This is going to be a huge deal. I think Hitman should get spiked barricades if he can, or else the burrow and the tower will be pressured. The headhunters certainly are going to be, and there's no mana on the Farseer. How many headhunters is this? About 9 headhunters.
9,
is it 8?
Yeah.
It's 9.
That's 9, yeah. It's a lot of damage with the watchtower as well. Defend is pretty good, but here come more and more towers. And ThundeR's kind of held, and now with the defend, if you don't lose these footies, look how much damage. 2 defend footies in the main line with the goblins. Uh-oh, Hitman's going to be stopped mining very soon.
Yeah, and the
if ThundeR actually micros this.
Yeah, ThundeR has to heal up the Tinker, though. The Tinker continuously being pressured. No peasants were killed in the gold mine, but they're close to being stopped. You imagine... Okay, he actually... Oh, no, the Pocket Factory was so close. If this Pocket Factory was an inch closer, he would be able to start killing these peons. Okay, there it is. But it's being focused down immediately. Another headhunter falls. Very close game, surprisingly, because this is, as I said, a build order loss on the side of the human. If it was grunts, though, you imagine if Hitman didn't open headhunters. If he opens a single grunt and crept the lab, he would have been low HP on that Farseer. He would have been able to get his second burrow canceled, potentially, but Hitman had the right build order.
Another footy going down. Could actually just target that fresh Pocket Factory. Won't do anything, but he wants to get that guard tower. That's a big chunk of damage, and one will fall. Losing a bit for that, though, and now finally the damage on the Farseer. What do you think about this Tinker versus Firelord?
So far, the Tinker's actually been surprisingly good, and against the Headhunters, although I don't think that's what it was designed, this hero to counter, against the Headhunters is very good, because, of course, normal damage from the Clockwork Goblins, siege when they explode, so them just attacking is pretty good. Don't mind it at all.
Hitman needs to save this barracks. Like, he has to dive. This is a great speed scroll. Needs to dive for these towers. Can't let them get up because he needs time for that Demolisher. And tier 3 tech, almost just a little bit over half, so still a lot of time, but he's diving straight for these towers, and he's got a lot of units, Carson. It's so tight. Okay, the last guard tower goes down. Honestly, these footies are kind of inconsequential. GG. Wow.
Exciting start to this best of 5 grand finals. I mean, again, I say it. If that was a grunt opener, which it is 90% of the time, I gotta say, from Hitman, he'll open a grunt on that map, I feel like, and go for that lightning shield creep. But maybe he doesn't do it anymore. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe no one goes grunts on that map anymore. I feel like that is the standard play, though. So a nice try to ThundeR. I respect opening a best of 5 with a cheese. You got some maps to play with? Why not, man? Why not? Go for it. I like it. I respect it. Thank you, Space Cowboy. 27 with a tier 1 for 20 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. One zero. Didn't look that bad, though. It really didn't. I mean, I'm surprised how long ThundeR held on for.
Yeah, that was crazy. Mm-hmm. Tinker, do you think you still get, like... I don't know. Firelord's pretty good. You get the summons. towers only got in range when Hitman speed scrolled, so it's like there wasn't really max value, but yeah.
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of potential for different strategies now that ThundeR's opened that can of worms. He could go for fast expansions. He could go for more tower rushes, potentially. We'll have to see. Mountain King first is there, the Yumiko special, but I would expect to see ThundeR go back to standard. I expect to see Hitman go for the similar Farseer Headhunters opener. Map 2 is on Northern Isles. And let's see what happens for Map 2 over Grand Finals. Here is ThundeR in the bottom left. Northern Isles in the top right. We do have Hitman up 1-0.
Do you really think Hitman starts to play more and more Farseer Headhunters? Like this is becoming... he's adapting away from his standard Farseer into Grunt Shaman and end up going into Farseer Headhunters in the league? And why now?
Well, this is the standard now for Orc against Human. You go 6 Headhunters, and then you get 1 Grunt on tier 2, 2 Shamans. That'll put you at 41 supply, and then you expand at 41 supply. This has been the standard build since Lynn did this in the DreamHack Regional Finals. This has been the standard Orc build for a while now, and Hitman has adapted it pretty much since the day Lynn did that build. So about a month. About a month now. A little over a month, let's say. 2 months, maybe.
Okay, interesting. Because we could, expect to see the style then against Cruncher and see how Cruncher adapts to...
Yes, exactly.
To this new... Because this is a completely different matchup then for these two players,
Yes.
Going into DreamHack if they do meet up, so...
That's a great point. And we're going to see ThundeR play more standard this game tower, probably 3 farms as well before that tech. We'll see what his opening creep route is. The altar does suggest, of course, a Tuskar creep first, which wouldn't be too bad. And we'll see if Hitman's able to sniff this out and go for the pressure onto that Archmage early on.
Okay. Normal creep route, different creep route. As the goal right now for the Farseer, not to harass, just to creep. To harass at the beginning. When you have Headhunters, just run a train and keep doing pressure. When you have Headhunters go creep, is it just always harassment?
It's always going to be harassment, yeah, for Hitman. It's going to be a lot of pressure, and then he's going to be creeping aggressively when he has 4, 5, 6 Headhunters. He's going to try to take away, ideally, the middle camps, maybe the expansion away, that marketplace, that shop. That's going to be what Hitman's goals are going to be once he has a clump of Headhunters, but until then, it's going to be full pressure. Hitman actually expecting a fast expo, but the most unlikely camp for ThundeR happens to be the Tuskar, and that's what he goes for. Nicely metagaming again, ThundeR. Maybe mind gaming, maybe not metagaming. It was a mind game. How about that? Deny is there, beautifully done. 1 peasant falls. The second one could be up for grabs with the Arcanes up on time.
Yeah, Wolves not going to get too much. There is a lot of low peasants, though, in the main base. And here becomes the train. The Headhunter train, Carson.
Yeah, luckily for ThundeR, he does have a greater heal, so the damage traded so far is going to be in his favor because he can heal all that up if he needs to. The Footmen are pretty healthy. Imagine Defend will come up after the tech, but the tech has not yet been started. Of course, 3 farms Arcane. Takes a lot of lumber. So far, just 1 peasant going to Hitman. The rest of the experience has gone to ThundeR, who's getting a little low on that Archmage, but again, greater heal.
Okay, so far so good for Hitman. I mean, the damage has been pretty good, but like you said, it's only on the Archmage, and with a greater heal, you can force that, but normally you see Hitman put damage on the footies, forcing that early shop. And slowing down the creeping because you have to heal first, so everything gets delayed. But right now we're seeing the 2 low footies actually with the militia, and this will be even more experience going to the Archmage. Very close to level 3 now.
Yeah, nice creeping. I like that from ThundeR quite a bit. He does it right after the tech. He can get Defend now too. He's got enough lumber to do so. So he hasn't taken too much damage on the footies yet. So once that Defend kicks in, which he is now researching it, he can fight. He might lose 1 footman, but that's totally acceptable. You see a lot of the time humans overextend, lose a lot of health on a lot of footmen, but here I'd say ThundeR's not in a bad position to take a fight once that research is finished, and Hitman is going to be a little whiles until he's tier 2, so he's going to be stuck on just Headhunters for, the next couple of minutes at least.
Okay, Archmage coming down. Take the Murloc. There's your level 3. Lots of good experience there. Farseer. Almost level 2, though. A lot of damage. And actually, these footies kind of out of position. Defend not yet kicked in, but when defend is, you probably just want to keep it off and just run anyway. Nice split, though. Actually, probably won't lose any footies there. Nice play from ThundeR. There's level 2 Farseer, though, and level 3 Archmage at the same time. And this Archmage can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Replenishment Potion is going to help out. I would imagine ThundeR's going to go for, he's got the timing if he desires. Go for a Spirit Lodge cancel. Go for Burrows as well, but Hitman with the beautiful timed scout is going to be able to see the Footman and the Archmage. But sometimes you can't stop it. You can't stop the defend, you can't stop the level 3 Archmage, and we'll see if this timing is good for ThundeR. This was the plan all along. Get level 3, go into the base, delay the Spirit Lodge, delay the Shamans, and ideally kill a Burrow. And he's probably going to be able to get that Spirit Lodge, I think.
Ooh, I wonder if Hitman will like put a peon wall up. Okay, he does have some sort of wall with the peons. Gate Burrow.
Yeah, I don't think he can save this any longer. Water Elemental is going to be resummoned soon as well. Nice timing from ThundeR. Well done. This is what you got to do against Farseer Henner, is delay them. Take some damage yourself, but delay. He's going to get this Burrow, too. I don't think Hitman can save the Burrow at this point.
Oh, 2 Water Elementals do a lot of damage. Okay, 1 misclick on the War Mill,
yeah.
But that's a lot of damage. You want that Archmage on there, too. That's a dead Burrow if you get that Archmage.
Attack it! He gets it. Greater heal. Nope, not going to be invested. Gets a Burrow, gets a Spirit Lodge. That is well justify these couple of Footman losses that ThundeR's taken. Well justifies the Militia usage early. A very nicely planned early game from ThundeR, and Hitman on the back foot now slightly.
Yeah, you start to see the difference, right? TC is out and he can power creep if he wants, but the Mountain King coming out, double Sanctum, everything looking good for ThundeR's tech. The good thing, though, for Hitman is as long as he knows where ThundeR is with that TP. He knows that he's back in the base.
Yep.
So this TC should be able to fully creep 3 if Hitman is scouting properly, but a nice little juke here. And this Archmage might be low, Carson, but he's got a greater heal, and this could be maybe a creep jack on some of these units early. Still has defend.
Yeah, he could go for continued pressure. The defend helps again to also just creep this out. The Mountain King might give away the positioning. There's a Chain Lightning, so you got to use that greater heal early if you can. But ThundeR's going to take a valuable camp. One thing that pressure also did was delay the attempted expansion for Hitman, who's going for a bestiary. Generally, you'll try to get that expansion up before you build the bestiary. Oh, greater heal forced. Chain Lightning used as well. Well, Wand of the Wind. This could be a Town Portal forced. Oh, nice surround attempt. Wand of the Wind should maybe just be used. Just get that Town Portal out of here, I would say. Oh, Hitman slacking a bit. Another Stormbolt. Oh, no. That's going to be a TP.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you probably, obviously not using the Wand of the Wind, relying on bolts, but also this Wand of the Wind will be so good in these fights. Bolt so far to slow down this TC. Right-clicking as well. The damage is in, but there goes a Sork. A Priest definitely about to fall. The range is very good for Headhunters. There we go. 2 big pickoffs for Hitman here.
Yeah, nothing falling for him either. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Headhunters still. Yeah, so no units have died yet for Hitman. And a lot of Footmen dying. 2 Casters falling. Greater heal forced. Town Portal used already, so very nicely done for Hitman. Militia called, though. This is a decent fight for ThundeR. If he can get some value here, this would be very crucial.
No more bolts, though. It's a little unfortunate. He's kind of overstayed his welcome with the Mountain King, at least. Oh, Wand of the Wind used on the TC. Wants to get a little bit more damage, but I'm not too sure how much he can. Surround on the TC. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Big stomp.
Yeah, notice how Hitman saves those stomps for when he absolutely needs them, and he's going to save the rest of his mana for when he hits level 3, which is going to be anything. A critter. We'll give him level 3. If only those... What if those gave 1 experience, Rick? Critters?
Consequential? In the consequential? How many times are you like 499 out of 500 or
I mean, everyone would kill the critters.
That's true.
Footman is going to do it. It's a bit better than a critter, and not a lot of shamans, but enough, of course, to get rid of the water elementals. And Hitman expanding behind this, and I think he's just going to press forward. He could certainly, if he doesn't lose that Raider, okay, he's going to lose the Raider. That's a crucial kill for ThundeR to get, because or else he'd get kited all day. But this is very bad for ThundeR now. He's level 3 Farseer with plenty of mana. The Sork dies, and I just don't see how ThundeR can do much of anything at this point.
Yeah, it's just like not much there. The casters are getting low.
It's going to be a stomp.
stomp is available all day long, actually. I'm surprised he's really passive with the stomps. You're absolutely right. Doesn't use it until he needs to, but when is that moment? Because really, you're just fighting and you're not using it at all. There's a nice stomp, and he's going to get a Sork with that. Maybe put some damage on the Mountain King as well. Hitman hasn't lost much, but ThundeR's starting to lose everything.
Yeah, GG is called. Quick 2-0 for Hitman. Very impressive play there. ThundeR, his early game win is planned. He got the level 3, he got the Burrow and the Spirit Lodge, and you generally have to Town Portal out anyway because stomp surrounds are a reality, but Hitman was just the perfect follow-up, the beautiful creeping, the beautiful pressure, and scouting, of course, too. And that's a quick 2-0. This has been a quick series so far, quick grand final.
Keeps changing the game names, dude.
Oh my god, this guy.
It's always like exotic fruit.
Yeah, so weird. It has been that for like 3 years, dude.
Yeah, since we met him, right? He was rocking mango since we met him. So that's 3 years, yeah. Crazy.
All right, can ThundeR bounce back? It's not as though he's playing badly. He just did a wacky strategy game 1 and then perhaps got caught a little out. Didn't have time to really kick in. Hitman hit a nice timing on those creep jacks. Game 2, maybe Concealed Hill seems to be the third map. Can ThundeR find a better foothold into the mid game? I think is really the thing he's missing here.
Hold on. I agree. Do you think this exotic fruit thing is a superstition of Hitman? Do you think that's like a... Because the one guy said like a game name Apple next, but he didn't because it's not an exotic fruit. Like, do you think that's like a juju thing for him?
I don't know, because he's certainly plays on other people's hosts all the time. Same with all the
No, but if it's his host, it has to be exotic fruit. Do you know what I mean? Like if I make the host, it has to be.
Perhaps.
Do you know what I mean? Like that could be like
Mango.
a secret.
Yeah, Mango is the big one. He always makes the game name Mango.
Could be like a secret, like a juju thing.
Maybe that's how he gets his item hack. But we'll find out if he will have this item hack on. In Concealed Hill map 3, can ThundeR bounce back, or is it going to be a sweep and a three-peat for Hitman? We'll see. Here's map 3, everybody. Here is, of course, Hitman on the top right of Concealed Hill. In the bottom right, we do have ThundeR trying to claw his way back again. And we'll see if he plays standard or, you know, this is, of course, a map where you can go for that level 3 creep route again, going for the lab with the footman drag. So we could see a similar early game from ThundeR. And with the fountains, you can sort of leverage that into a big mid game because you don't lose too many footmen because of the fountains. Yeah,
true. Footy damage, all right. Allow you to be a little bit more aggressive, creep a little bit more aggressive, get in the face a little bit more aggressive. Very aggressive. And yeah, Hitman has really adapted this. This is really a thing.
Every time.
This is it. Every day. Every time.
The only time would be sometimes not on Amazonia, so you can do the Lightning Shield creep to get level 2 early. That's the only time you don't really do this if you're Hitman. Sometimes Terran stand as well, but it's not in the pool anymore, so.
Okay, standard. Standard versus standard now. So funny. We used to meme Farseer Headhunters.
Yeah.
And then Lin does it, and now it's meta. What a world we live in. Why can't Raven Draenor be our Lin? Why not? Carson? Thoughts?
Well, we got the Victor Hitman Lin, though.
True.
Ross can't be Lin.
No,
His name's
Ross.
Ross.
Is Ross.
Yeah, it's Ross.
Pivot?
I don't think he needs to be Lin. He's himself. Raven's a legend. You know, Hitman needs to be, you know, aimed up to being Lin. You know, he's got to aspire to do that. But
he's got to be like pedestaled, yeah.
Yeah, Raven doesn't have to aspire to be anything. He's already Raven Draenor.
That's true. He is the legend himself.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He could, you know, he could stop playing tomorrow and everyone will remember his name. Hitman? I don't think so, Rick. I don't think so. He's still got a legacy to build.
That's true. That's true.
By the way, Savage309 with a tier 1 for 8 months says, Go USA. Appreciate that, Savage. Wolves coming in. Headhunters soon to follow the train as you pointed out. And ThundeR running up, running away, but he's not protecting his peasants now that he's running away. And no Arcane Tower. And this is what Hitman considers in his flowchart of early game on this map to be a mistake. If you don't defend, Hitman kills you normally. So we'll see how much damage there is. ThundeR's choosing to creep instead of defending. And we've seen human players lose the game to this harass before when Hitman's playing the Orc.
Yeah, no Arcane. Good Farseer control so far. No Peasants going down, but I feel like there will be just this giant effect where everything goes down.
Forces are under attack.
Especially as the train has begun. It is a 6-passenger seat.
This is the axe effect right here. That's the effect going on. 2 Peasants gonna fall. There's just, I think this is a mistake from ThundeR. Okay, he's creeping. He's gonna go towards the main base, but oh, this could be the quickest grand finals ever, Ricky. This is really not the right choice from ThundeR, I feel. 3 Peasants.
I mean, you're going to have nothing behind this. Like, even if you slow down...
Hitman can just town portal after killing every single peasant, Ricky.
Yeah, this is a bit of a blunder. No Arcane. This is going to affect him. He's going for the footy right now. I feel like he should just go for Peasants all day long.
Hitman, of course,
like, the base isn't even blocked, you know?
There's plenty of lumber, too, back at home. Hitman can repair this all day, and... Ooh, man. I think this game's over, Ricky.
Bit of indecisiveness from ThundeR, and yeah, like you said, if you're not going to go Arcane to defend for power creeping, this is like the opposite of what you're supposed to do, correct? Like you put down an Arcane for a little bit of stability if you're going to power creep.
Yeah.
You don't just put nothing and hope you can micro like a god. You cannot micro like a god. It's ranged units.
Yeah, this doesn't work. You either have to build the Arcane Tower or defend your base. You cannot go and creep without an Arcane Tower. We've seen this before from Human on Concealed Hill. They think they can creep, but that's it. That's our grand finals. Just a strategical flowchart inaccuracy from ThundeR in 2 of 3 games, if I'm being honest, and Hitman takes the quickest 3-0 for possibly any ESL Cup ever. Might be a record, Rick. Might be a record. That's it. What do you say, man? What do you say? I think ThundeR could have performed a bit better, but maybe a little bit shook. Not sure what to do against the Farseer Headhunters. Went for some different things, which you got to respect him trying some stuff out, but Hitman just seemed to have all the answers and made all the right plays. Not really any mistakes from Hitman. Short of that Farseer being forced to town portal on Northern Isles, that was the only mistake in 3 games, and Hitman wins another ESL Cup without dropping a map. He dropped 1, I think, in total of the 3, but that's 3 in a row. That's 3 signed up, 3 in a row. The 3-peat. Hitman, seemingly the best player that signed up for these America's Cups so far.
Do you want to talk to Victor?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What are you doing?
Oh, you might have to fix my cam. I added him.
My God. You warned me before doing that.
Sorry, you popped me out, well.
Hey, well, fuck.
Yo, what up?
What's that, dude?
Yo, what up? Congrats, man, on the 3-peat.
Thank you.
Very good. If you would have played Cup 1 and Cup number 2, this might be the 5-peat and running, but unfortunately we only have 3 to do. First of all, congratulations again. I have some questions for you. Carson's already told me, but it's just so weird to see you play Farseer Headhunters. And
yeah, I feel dirty doing this shit.
You do, right? You do. Okay, so it's not just me. It's just so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm morally opposed to Farseer Headhunters, but you got to do it. You got to do it.
Is it because of Lin? It's just that's it.
Of course, Lin's the Orc God. He shows us the way. I mean, I think it's objectively a better opener than opening Grunts, but I don't know. Maybe there's still some room for Grunt openings. I'm still not sure.
So you still give it to Lin, you don't give it to Raven Draenor, who's been showing you the way the entire time.
well, Raven showed Lin that build, so I'm giving credit to Raven by giving credit to Lin.
Okay.
Big shouts out to Raven Draenor, West Legend.
Yeah, so I guess that answers my question. Hitman is just gonna play dirty style. When did you feel like you had to switch it up? Like, were you going to switch it up anyway if Lin didn't do that or not? Or do you just feel like after DreamHack, like I needed to switch something up and then Lin does this and it just makes sense?
It just makes sense. A lot of people would play Headhunters into like Shamans or Taurens or something, and it was honestly pretty bad. But this like transition into Grunt, Raider, Kodo, Headhunter, Walker, or not Walker, Raiders, Grunts, Kodos, yeah. It's just better. Yeah, it's just better.
Okay, you've tasted Europe. Europe's tried to get a piece. NA's tried to get a piece. Korea's tried to get a piece. Is this your cup? Should we name the cup Hitman Cup? Like, who are you worried about playing against? All honesty, no memes, dude. Like, who are you actually worried about playing against? Like, I hope they don't sign up. Not because you're afraid that you might lose to them, or like not like you're afraid of them, but like you think you might actually have trouble with them.
Right. I don't know. I mean, considering the fact that it's an ending cup and I get to play on my host, I'm not really afraid of anyone. I don't think anybody could beat me with a ping disadvantage, so I think I'm just going to keep winning these and collect my ice cream money every Monday.
Hell yeah. Carson, you got any questions for the big man?
Yeah, I got two big ones. So first map, Amazonia. He goes for a Tinker Tower Rush. Could have been a Fire Lord as well. We just call it a Fire Lord Tower Rush by default. But
yeah,
the idea behind that, I think, was he's expecting you to Lightning Shield with a Grunt Opener. One, do you think that is a good idea? And two, don't you normally go for a Grunt Opener on Amazonia? So that was the right call from ThundeR, or just battle around, you think?
It's like half and half on Amazonia. Amazonia is the one map I might play Grunt, but I don't think the Tinker Tower Rush counters the Grunt Lightning Shield opening that hard.
Right.
Like, you might as well go Fire Lord if you're thinking that I'm gonna do that. I think the Tinker was actually a counter to Headhunters.
Right. Okay.
But I just don't think it's a good build. You can't cheese Headhunters.
Yeah, I think they're cheese proof. Yeah, I think they're definitely cheese proof. But yeah, I think it was a cool idea, assuming that you would go Grunts. And then on Concealed Hill, I mentioned this in the game. As soon as ThundeR went up and you went down after the Creep Jack at the Orange, and he didn't have an Arcane Tower, I said, this game is over. Is that true?
Yeah. You have. I mean, what he could do is like get level 2 off the Murlocs, then come back.
Yeah.
But I don't even think you should even do that against Headhunters. I think you should just defend.
Yeah.
I mean, if you 3-farm and just AFK creep without defending your base, you can get away with it if I open like fast tech without Headhunters.
Right.
But you have to defend against Headhunters. Yeah, I saw him running up. I'm like, is he going to come back? No, I guess I just win in 4 minutes.
Yeah, especially with no Arcane. Yeah, those are the two things. The two things I put my foot down during the series, analysis wise. I just wanted to confirm if I was right. Yeah, the quickest ESL Cup Grand Finals ever. You think? I don't know if there's been a quicker one. It might have been. That was like 20
pretty
minutes.
Quick.
Yeah, it's a bit of a letdown. I kind of wanted like some challenging games. No offense to any of my opponents, but man, this is smooth sailing all the way through.
I got one last mind bender for you. Okay, I want you to picture it with me. Okay. You play War 3 Champions, you're Fly. You're going up against X-Lord. What do you do against that? Because it didn't work out for Fly against the Crypt Lord. I don't know if you've got a chance to watch the games or watch the replays.
I watched all 3 games. I mean, there's not much to say. It's impossible to beat Crypt Lord, whether you open Farseer or Blade, so it's whatever. Fly tried his best.
I knew you were going to give a bullshit answer, dude. I knew you were going to.
It's not bullshit. It's
just be honest. We want to know. We want to know the truth, Victor. Not the baloney. I'm not making a sandwich here. I want the truth. What do? You just leave?
Might as well. I mean, you just sit there, cross your fingers, pray they like fuck up massively. It's the only way to beat Crypt Lord. Any other questions?
Reasonable.
Congratulations. I'm so pissed that you did that. I didn't want you to meme. I wanted you to.
I'm not memeing, bro. What are you talking about?
But you're good against Crypt Lord, right?
Better than most, but that's just because undead players are terrible. They should never lose to that hero.
There's a hot take. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate you coming on. You didn't have to. Congrats, man. Is this a regular?
When I asked you, when you won the first time, you didn't come on, Victor. What the hell?
It's what he does to me,
I guess it's just like Rick more.
Clip it and ship it, baby.
Unreasonable.
Hey, man, are we expecting you every Monday now? Is this a sure thing? This is your cup. You're not you got time off work. This is your day.
Yep. Gonna be playing these until the end of time.
Any words for the Mexican Hitman who made a valiant effort today in today's run?
Shouts out, Locker. I love that that icon that Baron made for you. It's amazing. Cheers, guys. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Victor.
GG's. Peace out.